Welcome to another episode on the Heihei Rere channel in the boatwork series. On the day of haul out, we had to do a lot of standing around, waiting for them to put the boat in place. Then we had to wait before they could block it. So we went ahead and started some work. Chris removed the sacrificial zincs and props from both saildrives, one on the port side, one on the starboard side. It's amazing how it even grows inside of there. Sea life is persistent. Then we drained the transmission fluid from both. Here I show a diagram so you see that there is the engine, the upper transmission, and then the lower transmission, which together, upper and lower, we call the sail drive, and then the prop. You have to be in the engine compartment and remove a lot of bolts. Chris did most of that work. All your work is on this end, isn't it? And then you've got to have him help you.
Back and forth, actually. It keeps the water out of the boat, and yet these the sail drive vibrate attached to the motor. And the inner two bolts can only be gotten to with a wrench. There's not enough vertical space to get the socket over. And this is all done by feel, because even I cannot see anything. So I have all the bolts between the sail drive and the engine removed. The only thing holding the two together is the spline and the transmission to the engine. It's stuck into the engine. All the fluid has been removed. The propeller has been removed. I've got all but one motor mount bolt out. So I take that out, motor slides forward, and disconnects from the sail drive. Pull the sail drive up and out. Supposed to do this once every 7 years. The job's not too bad. I think I'm stuck. Do a pull. Alright, turn around. Get back in. In the back of the motor with the 2-4. See, pick it up. Pin. Take out a motor mount. Get a screwdriver. Get up. Get the ring. Get up.
And then Nate helped him actually lift it out. I do not have footage of that because the cameras just couldn't be placed in a way to capture it.
That is the ground with all the clam growth underneath that sail drive. Now I get the scraper and scrape the snot out of it.
It's a horror movie. Growing in, what is that? Is that the inlet port? That cannot be. You wouldn't have been getting but a dribble.
What? Yep, exactly. Water was getting past all that. Now you know why it had to blow stuff out. Yeah, no, all that's got to come out of there. Brakes.
Ooh.
And see how corroded?
Yeah.
This is the surface that it mates to. See, it sits like this in there.
Yeah.
And it's corroding that aluminum. So it's got to get all this cleaned up.
So in essence, if this is properly sealing it, you really get
Well, this is what's keeping water out of your boat.
Yeah.
If this starts letting in water, you
It's all
toast.
filling up the engine compartment, right?
Ding, ding, ding. But no, I'm looking at the bottom of that, and this is too long. I thought I was gonna pull these off and go, oh, we had some years left. No, we didn't have 30 seconds left.
Just in time maintenance.
You know it.
The sacrificial zinc pieces that are strategically placed on the prop will have not much left to sacrifice. We scraped, wire brushed, and did as much as we can to get rust off and corrosion off and sea life off of many different parts. There were key pieces that we needed to just take to the blasting service. Today I'm at Chesapeake Blasting Service, getting the Saildrives and the props blasted. Right now they're getting them all taped up, the surfaces that we don't want blasted. And we'll do a pretty fine, using recycled crushed glass. Crushed recycled glass.
So we will be using is 4070 crushed glass. So it looks and feels like sand.
Yeah, it does.
In fact, a lot of the beaches in Florida replenish the beaches with this. Most people would have no idea that they're walking around on crushed glass.
They're not as harsh as sand is.
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
And on the other end of the spectrum, like this is a fine, this is what they call a coarse.
Oh. Yeah.
So you can actually see all the different colors of beer bottles and wine bottles.
Wow.
And then we have two sizes in between.
Oh, okay.
I've been doing this for 12 years. I've never blasted with that before.
Right. Why
We don't
you? Yeah,
get things.
Sure.
This is bridges and water towers and.
Yeah, you really want to get her done, kind of thing.
Yeah. This is when you're not caring about a profile, like what it looks like. You're just beating the paint off the old stuff and so they can slap new paint on.
Yeah. But this is typically to get the right finish to be able to apply that prop speed, that paint afterwards. Oh, okay.
But then like the other option is the baking soda.
Yeah, real fine.
It's more like a sugar salt grain, but it's amazing what baking soda can do.
You could get a nice,
such a versatile thing. Before this job, I had never put that much thought into baking soda.
No, I never thought of using it for blasting either.
I remember years ago, my sales rep was in here, and we were out to dinner and talking. I was like, "Hey," question. I was like, "Where does baking soda come from?" And he lost it. He's like, "You use the stuff, you sell the stuff." He's like, "You don't know where it comes from?" I'm like, "I never thought."
Yeah, sodium bicarbonate. How do they make it?
And I'm like, I really never put two thoughts into.
A lot of people don't. It's just
and
why would you care?
It's mined.
It is mined, directly mined. Wow.
One of the biggest mines in the world is I think one of the Dakotas.
Oh, at least we have something here in the States.
Yeah, pretty much. It's about 3,000 pounds.
That whole bag is the crushed glass. Dang.
Take a look real quick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Not bad?
That's not bad.
And
You can still see the grit.
Yeah,
That's a
there's
lot
still
of grit for what we're doing here. That amount of grit will take it out.
There's some there,
Yes.
but
I don't know if it's from the water cord or not. I can't isolate it.
Yep. I think it is. It looks like the nature of that stuff.
Right, because it's that white.
It's not the sand from the black. It's the
Right.
white stuff.
So you think this is...
Yeah, now you can do it with water.
Should I flush it? I don't think I should.
But you're supposed to let the acetone kind of evaporate before you start putting oil in it.
Yes. Well, we gotta tighten this thing up.
Tune back into this channel and this playlist, Boatworks, to find out if we resolve the problem, get it installed, and see the Saildrives work.